SDG 2, zero hunger. We're in the paradoxical situation that we produce enough food for everyone, but we have 821 million people that go to bed hungry every day. SDG 3, good health and well-being. Good health starts with nutrition. And if you remember Hippocrates, nutrition is a medicine. SDG 4, quality education. Nutritious food is critical to learning. Stunted children can develop irreversible diseases in the brain. They cannot concentrate when they're at school, or they just skip school altogether. SDG 5, gender equality. Women produce half the world's food, but they have much less access to lands and to loans. SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. Sustainable agriculture holds potential to address water scarcity. SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. Modern food systems are eating a lot of energy. They are very high consumers of energy. They depend a lot on fossil fuels. The traditional, a little bit less. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. Agricultural growth in low-income economies can reduce poverty by half. SDG 9, industry, innovation, infrastructure. Don't forget that agriculture accounts for 1/4 of GDP in developing countries. SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Land reforms can give fair access to rural land. Gender equality could boost agricultural productivity by 1/5. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. Rural investment can definitely deter unmanageable and uncontrolled urbanization. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. We used to say in the past, if you remember, 1/3 of the food we produce is lost or wasted. Now we know much more accurately what happens. We know that 40% is the number that we talk about when we talk about food losses from post-harvest and up to the retail part of the supply chain. So from the retail and afterwards, we're talking about food waste, which is something the UN Environment is currently monitoring. SDG 13, agriculture is key in responding to climate change. Don't forget, 20% of global greenhouse gas emissions come from agriculture. SDG 14, life below water. Fish gives 3 billion people 20% of the daily protein. SDG 15, life on land. Forests contain over 80% of the world's biodiversity, and is disappearing pretty fast. SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Ending hunger can definitely contribute to peace and stability. SDG 17, partnerships for the goals. Partnerships help raise the voice of the hungry, we say at FAO, but most importantly, partnerships with all, and not least the parliamentarians, can definitely create the legal and institutional frameworks in the countries which are appropriate to eradicate hunger. As you probably have heard from Mr. Kokals already, we have the European Parliamentary Alliance on Hunger and Malnutrition, which we established in 2016. Mr. Kokals is one member. There are 25 more members in this alliance.